Come out of the box.
Hello, YouTube. Cheers and welcome to The Basement. My name is Bruce Lively.
Once again, I'm D-Boy Slim.
And The Basement Debates is the first daily hip-hop debate show. From Tuesday through Friday, we tackle the most intriguing topics in hip-hop culture and the world around it.
So welcome. Hit my leg. I'm feeling a little uncomfortable.
Well, you see, you have to be more evolved than that, man. You have to be more evolved than that, man. You know, homophobic stuff that's touching you. I don't know what's happening.
Whoa, I'm uncomfortable.
Just relax with
where this whole thing is going.
You see,
right
and this is how we start the show. This is how you want to start the show.
Yo, man.
This is how you know you lost.
What do we say?
This is how we know when someone lost.
I need some space. You start talking. Yo, what are we talking about?
I mean,
man?
you know, listen, welcome back, Basement family. Shout out to Abdul Mamoon. He asked us to review the Special Effects album by N9ine. So I'm gonna do you one better. I told D-Boy to find any independent artist with an album better than Special Effects that came out in 2015. Any album by any independent artist that's better than Special Effects from now. You see it now. 2015.
I see his trick.
And here is that show. And here is that show.
Let me let y'all know.
We will be using the same rating system we always use for our reviews.
My YouTube fans know what's going on.
But the debate will be between Special Effects and whatever his choice is.
Guys like this, boy.
And with that being said,
watch.
Let go.
You gotta watch it.
Let go.
Guys like
let go. That's all I want to say.
Watch y'all, Tim.
Let go. YouTube, we're back, and this is going to be the Special Effects review / tell them who you got.
Let me first start by saying, you know, me and Bruce,
first sign of the loss.
We come together and we think of these topics for the show to prevent you guys, to present you guys. Bruce, as he usually does, and I will give credit, took the time and did the proper preparation for what was requested of the N9ine album and its review. I took the liberty and said, you know what? I want to debate.
Great idea, by the way.
What you're reviewing of the N9ine album with another artist that may have come out, or album that may have come out around the same time frame. Long story short, I won't hold y'all. Bruce starts sending me messages about, yo, we only gonna do it for this year.
Now you're starting with the excuses first? What is this? Are you giving up?
I wanna let the people know what's going on here.
Whoa.
And then, you know,
N9ine wins.
Now, as we go on the air,
landslide.
He tells me, yo, we're only gonna do independent artists.
Oh,
so it's like
that's the first time you heard that.
So now it's like,
be a grown man about it.
Now it's like,
be a grown man about it.
What he wants to come on and tell you, YouTube, is that who I've selected is not an independent artist. When
did I say that?
I knew nothing about.
When did I say that?
I just want to clear the record and clear my name. I knew nothing about us sticking to a specific where we're only covering independent artists. So I just want to state that for the record.
I figured you would say something like that.
To let the people know what's going on.
I figured you would say something like that.
I like to stay transparent with our fans and our listeners. So I wanted to let you know that first and foremost. Now, with
I
that,
figured you would say that because I have it right here in the text, people, with the dates.
With that being
so, I'll do that afterwards. Go ahead. I want you
to this guy.
Go ahead.
Hooked up schemes.
Continue. It's not a scheme.
They edit and chop.
Oh wow!
How they
the
want
lies
you,
and deceit.
How they want you.
I never thought you was the type to deceive the people. To deceive the people that depend on you, D-Boy Slim. They depend on your knowledge of hip hop.
Don't try to fool the people.
They depend on your knowledge of hip hop. And you're gonna sit here and deceive the people?
If you're gonna debate and all this, just do it square and fair. Like, I don't understand why people always have to feel like they have to have the upper hand and leverage. And, it's not necessary, man. You can't make up rules and then say, yo, we're gonna go by this right before the show is. Like, you can't. But anyway,
who was the first artist you chose? Why did you choose him? Why did you tell me that you chose him?
We won't hold y'all with our foolishness. But my artist that I selected was A Boogie.
With the hoodie.
For different reasons.
Which album? Because it's an album review.
The bigger artist, right? So he didn't think I knew that.
Was it trash?
But
good, great, or classic? That's the system.
It's definitely a great album. And for the same reasons why A Boogie is such a dare I say revolutionary artist? Nah, that's maybe too deep, but he's definitely an artist I see pushing the culture forward. 10, 15 years ago, there was only one guy who did what A Boogie does, and his name was Andre 3000. Now, we have young artists out the Bronx, such as A Boogie, who's able to harmonize, who's able to rap about the streets, who's able
Don't go out the camera, man.
Get diverse about you.
Face this way, man.
And still bring it back to talk about a love song or his love for a woman. I love it. And the reason why I'm loving it, because this is not nobody who's seasoned in the game that's been around for 20 years. This is a young dude that chooses to rap and harmonize about loving his woman, loving his girl, and still bang out with the killers and the gangsters out the South Bronx. First of all, the dichotomy, like the blend that he brings to the table was, unparalleled. On this album, it's a perfect blend of that. You have songs like No Comparison, where he's telling you about my crew. Who you gonna compare us to? My whole team is eating. The Bronx is lit. Don Q is shining. We getting money. No comparison. And in another song, he tells you, at least I was good to you. You understand, where he's, probably speaking to his girlfriend or, child's mother or whatever the case, and saying, as I've taken off with my fame and newfound wealth and riches, I tried to be good to you. It wasn't enough. These are concepts that, like I said, coming from a young guy where everybody is okay with glorifying how many drugs they abuse and this, that, and the third, coming, and it's what's the most refreshing part about listening to this album and A Boogie and himself, is the fact that you can tell it's genuine on both sides. When he talks about the streets, there's no fabrication, there's no extras, there's no exaggeration. And when he talks about love, when he talks about loving a woman, when he talks about, being hurt by a woman, his vulnerabilities, his humility, all of this you get from A Boogie's album. I'll let Bruce tell you what Tech N9ine or whatever this album was talking about. But again, the beats, the sound, as Bruce often refers to, the music sonically, as to steal a term out of his book, steal a page out of his book. It sounded fresh. It sounded new. It sounded youthful. It sounded, again, like I said, like, unlike what you've heard before out of hip hop, because like I said, the melodies is it's melodic. He harmonizes on them, which is different. Maybe Bone Thugs and Harmony, maybe, but there's not too many that does what A Boogie does or brings to the table, and there was a perfect blend of it on this album. For that, I think this is easy, to see, you know, the A Boogie album was definitely. And you go to some of his songs from this album. Like I said, the Say A. No, it wasn't Say A. It was Drowning. Excuse me. I stand corrected. It was Drowning, which he has the video for. And the
best song on that album.
So icy, wonder why she like me, bitch, I'm drowning in water. I just bought a cube and dipped it in a fountain. I'm with all my niggas, I don't go nowhere without them. If they don't let us in, they might throw shots at the bouncer. Pick up the ladder, put it in the gun, make the nine stretch. Niggas with attitude, but we come straight out of Highbridge. I'm gon' make her panties wet, we're gon' win a Grammy. Move my family out the projects.
You know, the diamonds
Facts.
in the water and all of that. He's harmonizing about how they made it out the projects. He just wanted to win a Grammy and bring his family to another. All of that, like I said, he's harmonizing it. He's rapping it. He's doing both. It's beautiful. A Boogie for me all day. Now go ahead and lie to the people.
Everybody heard that? The very first thing I'm going to say is going to win the debate. The text message says, another independent artist from the same year, I went ahead and gave him any year after that. He chooses somebody who was signed by Atlantic Records in 2016. Not only did he not choose the year that he was independent, he chose the exact year that he got signed by a major label. That means you're forfeit. The argument is done. So let's go on as if the argument isn't done. Since you went ahead with a major label, and I'm still gonna go with the best independent label in the history of hip hop.
Being lazy. Don't let him fool you. It's him being lazy.
This is just the first thing, man. You can. I didn't interrupt you. You can interrupt me if you want. It just shows your lack of effort. It shows your lack of confidence in the fact you'll win this. Number one, he says that he's so different because he sings. I haven't gotten to N9ine yet. I'm just going to break apart the foolishness that he just told you. Everything he does is a copycat of auto-tune that's been being done by every major artist from the South right now. But there's no way that he's pushing anything forward like Andre 3000. Because when Andre 3000 was singing, there wasn't people singing in auto-tune. And he's talking about things that no one else was talking about. Because he's talking about love, he's all of a sudden pushing new boundaries? Like Andre? People, if you don't see through it. So besides just berate, I'm not here just to berate you. I'm here to lift up N9ine. Let's talk about special effects.
I haven't spoken about him yet.
Yeah, because I have to let you know. Number one, special effects by N9ine with B.O.B., Lil Wayne, 2 Chainz, T.I., Hopsin, E40, Yo Gotti, Eminem. Every one of his artists that are guest appearances is better than A Boogie with the Hoodie. His guest appearances alone is better than A Boogie with the Hoodie. Number two, the production on the album handled by Seven, in-house producer by Strange Music, by the way, along with Joseph Bashira, who was the composer of Insidious and The Conjuring. Yes, you know the blockbuster films scored and written. Those were the producers who helped him out, who made this album. We're already a step ahead. He said the album was great. My ranking for this album, N9ine Special Effects, is great. But if you think A Boogie with the Hoodie is in the same category as Nas, which you also said was great, man, we're losing it. We're losing the people. These are just a few things that I'm here to tell you before we even get to the songs. It's better. It's better. Production-wise, better. The #1 independent artist, yeah, he's also got 6 million views for 5 or 6 songs out of the album. Songs like Lacrimosa that talk about religion, to Shroud that go to EDM and tech.
Daughter must have came from my father, cause my mama was an angel, but this thing grow insane, bro. Ow, burn my tongue, I need a germ to come kill me in worms and dung, I lay stagnant. I'm an avid mad lad, see the evil I grab it, stick to me like a magnet. You can have it.
To Worldly Angel that expose his storytelling. Worldly Angel that expose his storytelling. Roadkill.
Killing them cleverly, king and shit that is so real, I will never be dreaming this. Killing them softly, no it ain't my lane. Hard as the way I display my pain, I'll put it on murder the moment they say my name.
Which, by the way, was also copied by Triple X Tentacion, rest in peace, Lil Xan. He's still trendsetting in 2015 before those artists came out. They followed his sound. That's what this album did. You want to talk about something for the culture? These people followed his template and are big now. Trend setting, not a follower of autotune.
Damn!
The Hood Go Crazy featuring 2 Chainz. He decides to go another route and does the club route. Another 6 million views. Then he goes on The Bible featuring T.I., one of our favorite artists. Another 6 million views. Independently, not with Atlantic Records. Psycho Bitch, he ends up talking about girls as well, breakups and all of this. What about No K with E40, where he introduces classical music for the second time in the album? You want to talk about range? A Hoodie with the A Boogie with the hood, whatever. Range, classical, rock, EDM, hip hop, gutter. If you don't think it's gutter, why don't you go ahead and ask E40? Man, his rhymes are so intricate, they're akin to when I was studying drum corps practices, when we had to learn how to read notes and actually had to learn the division of the notes for syncopation. This guy does it naturally. He's a better rapper. I'm done. This is all I'm saying. I'm not saying any more. The debate is all yours after this. If you can debate any one of those points, besides the fact that he's not independent, especially in the album that you said. Anyway, that's it. Production, better. Rap skills, 100 times better. Range, like you try to tell me, better. What he did for the rap community, ask the people who followed his template, Lil Xan and Triple X. Rest in peace. Any one of those things that you can tell me is better. I'm not debating this with you. You lost.
Any message, you text somebody right before you do a show, it's null and void.
Friday.
It's null and void. But anyway, I won't waste the people's time with text messages. What I will say, your statements are inaccurate once again, and you're off. Here's why. First of all, let's speak on an independent level. You're wrong. You thought that was the end to all? You thought that hammered your argument or hammered your debate? You're wrong. A Boogie is first of all, a Boogie signed to Atlantic is signed a distribution deal. High Bridge is the label. High Bridge is his label, which is his own.
He just signed in 2016 to Atlantic Record as the parent company. Should I bring it up for you?
Distribution. There it is. That's like saying Cash Money is the parent company to Young Money.
Wrong. Strange Music Music has strictly distribution deals, not parent company deals.
Young Money.
Am I wrong?
Is Lil Wayne.
Am I wrong?
Is Lil Wayne's company. Is Young Money Lil Wayne's company?
I don't know about that. I don't care about that. That's not a part of the argument.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You don't know about High Bridge then. High Bridge.
I do know about High Bridge. I just told it to you.
High Bridge, the label, is A Boogie's company.
The deal as the parent company.
In any case, we'll have to come back to that. In any case, like I said,
when you do your research, get back to me.
Highbridge, the label, is A Boogie's company. Therefore, like I said, that would make him independent.
Oh.
Going secondly, what else was your nonsense rant about?
I ain't gotta tell you again.
Oh, just the features alone are better. Wrong. Again. Go check out Don Q and A Boogie. Go check out the joint with Chris Brown. Is Chris Brown on Tech-Nine's album? I didn't think he was. Again, we're talking about 2018, not 1998. If you want 1998, go check for an album that has Nas and this one and that one on the album, that has EDM and this one and that one. That's not what we checking for now.
EDM wasn't around in 1998.
That's not what we checking for nowadays. What are we checking for? We checking for what's going on in the streets. We checking on who's getting the
T.I.'s not going on the street. B.I.B. not going on the street. 2 Chainz not in the streets.
I mean, the guy that said the earth was flat.
So 2 Chainz not going on the street.
Y'all check for that type of material and
2 Chainz not going on the street.
If you like to, about the earth is flat.
And them not going on the street.
And for that, again, old. All
2 Chainz is old?
Old in the 90s.
2 Chainz is old?
Again, Eminem.
When was 2 Chainz old?
Eminem. All them guys you just named.
The old and the new, the whatever you want, it's there.
15 years.
You continue to tell me about your guy.
15 years.
Tell me about your guy.
Sounds
how he beats any of that.
Outdated. You keep telling me about this nonsense.
The loss is so hard. Again, I hate to do it to you like this. I know it hurts. Go ahead, continue, man.
This is quite easy of a W, to be honest with you.
Right.
Like I said, is Chris Brown on Tech-Nine's album?
Oh, Chris Brown. You mean the guy who beat up Rihanna? Fine.
There's range.
That's range. That's range for you.
Again, when you can go from what's going on in the Bronx to the love song with Chris Brown. That's it.
As in religion, as in storytelling, as in drug dealing, as in what's going on in KC.
If you want to hear weirdo stuff, and that's
there you go. Say what you mean. Say what you mean. All the other stuff, all that I know over niggas' heads. Say what you mean. It's weirdo stuff to you.
You went to school to learn how exactly he rapped. Like, listen, nobody, because you say it differently doesn't make it better.
I know. Bro.
We must get past this. I think that's what's the thing with people with it was different. That doesn't make it better. We must ask ourselves that. Highbridge.
I told you I wasn't gonna debate.
Highbridge the link.
Y'all leave the comments.
Factual.
Y'all leave the comments.
Factual.
And so we have shout out My Tribe TV All Out Attack. Really? At 40? Why is what he said. And of course he's talking about Jim Jones still banging at 40. I feel you. I don't know why. Really, he's 42. My Tribe TV, you get a special shout out.
Because he made it out the same hood he's able to go back to. That's why.
What's the best point you have? It's a good one.
Big facts.
Marquise Smith. Man, fuck Jim Jones.
See?
But he did say...
The hate is strong.
But he did say the beat on this channel at 110 through 130 on that show that we're talking about, Jim Jones was bumping for real. And Marquise Smith, you know where you can get those Team Box Cutter beats.
Guess what? If dudes is still saying fuck Jim Jones, that means he's still somebody.
Marquise Smith. Joel Joseph said Jim Jones need to grow up. I will say no more.
Grow how? You mean become rich and successful and move his family out the projects?
I won't say no more. I'll let them talk about it. Y'all leave them comments. Joel Joseph. Rick Blaine said, before you get into this as a great victory for the oppressed, and this is what we was talking about, your boy getting out of jail, see murder. He said, let's remember who put him in prison, his lying brothers. Let's see if he sues them for false imprisonment. Unfortunately, they have no power. The police, the precinct, and the governor are the ones with the power.
We talking about the dudes who recanted their statements?
They recanted their statements, so they've made up for themselves. But you got it though, Rick Blaine. Keep hollering back to us. I'm glad you hit us up. Thank you for the comment. D Wright Details Dolphin all day said D-Boy is no box cutter, more like a paper cut. Annoying as hell. It's tough out here in these streets, man. It's tough. D Wright Details. I appreciate that. But I will defend him though. Well, actually, you're gonna defend him in just 1 second. You also said you go from hating on Dolph with no credibility, no credible to do so. That's what you said. No info, no backup. Probably never looked into him, which is wrong. But you got a voice for empowering black men on C Murder topic. You still have a few facts to pull on the convo. And that is the type of person that we want to join this debate. Yeah, you disagree with him on the first one, but you also saw where he was right on the second one. D-Right details, Dolphine all day. You are the quintessential basement debates.
And stop talking about somebody hating just because they disagree with your favorite rapper of now. Like, we gotta stop that. Like, I'm not gonna keep allowing that. Like, it's not hate. Who's hating on what? My name is D-Boy Slim. Why would I hate on Dog? Think about it. Factual.
All right. Next one, Bloods, Crips, and Essays, the web series. Man, if I had a penny for every time I shouted you out because you watch this show every day, I'd be rich. If a World War II vet still wears his stripes, waves his flag, tattoos, fallen soldiers, and tells stories of his time in combat, we would respect them, bro, because life can traumatize you, and there's no difference. And that is the best defense of Jim Jones being still in the hood with the signs and the flags that I've ever heard. Best comment ever. Bloods, Crips, and Essays, you got it, man. And that's the basement for the day. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Leave those comments. Tell me who won this debate. You already know. It's so simple. And
the same one who won yesterday. Appreciate the comments, Blood, Crips, and Essays, and all of y'all leaving the comments. Please continue. Even if you're saying D-Boy is annoying, we got y'all. We gonna shout y'all out.
We love it. You got to shout out. We love that. It's debate. That's the basement debates. Peace.